Hello everybody, I'm Rena Sassy from Sakun Holistics, and it's this time of month for me. Not that time of month, but the time of month, or the time of year, better, where I take a hair sample for my HTMA, my hair and tissue mineral analysis. I recommend doing it every 3 months because if you're following a specific nutrition plan, a targeted functional nutrition plan, that is when we begin to see changes and differences and need to make adjustments. So it's that time for me. And this time around, I'm doing it with ARL Labs. Sometimes I do it with Trace Minerals, but you pretty much get the same thing. You get the card where you fill out your information, and I fill out my information as a clinician so that I get the results and I can analyze them for you. And you also get this scale with the kit. This is how you weigh and measure the hair that you're cutting. So it comes scored on the sides with an X in the middle there. So you're going to fold at the scored lines like this. And then when you cut your scalp hair, you're going to put about 1 inch of the hair that you get, so it's just 1 inch of scalp hair, into the circle. And you're going to fill the circle until this tips. Okay, so that's how you know you have the right amount of weight of hair and or enough hair basically for them to test, is if it tips over on its own, not with my finger, obviously, so you're going to have it on a steady surface, and you're going to fill the X with 1 square inch of hair until it tips over. Then once you get the hair, you put it in this envelope that would be marked with your information and my account information. So I'm going to show you how to take the scalp hair because I have a lot of it, and I can spare hair. So you do need quite a bit of hair. So if you have thin hair or your hair is in locks or braids or something, you need to kind of plan around the time. Well, for most people, you need to plan around the time that you're doing haircuts. I'm doing it right before I do my henna because I got white. So I do henna in my hair, and I want to make sure that the results are not showing any kind of residue from any dyes or anything. So I'm doing it the day before I put the henna in my hair. And you need to get about 1 square inch, so that's quite a lot. So what I do is I try to get like one tiny strand, like about, my hair is big and curly, so it doesn't really make a difference for me. Nobody's going to notice gaps in my hair. But for those of you that have what it would be an issue, take an even thinner piece. You can even take a thinner piece because you can take thin, really small strands, as small as you can get, as close to the hair as you can get, as close to the scalp as you can get, but in many places so that you don't have just one big chunk of hair missing. So there I've gotten the strand that I want to pull or that I want to cut, and then I have to go all the way to the scalp. So I'm kind of spreading the area with my finger like that so that I make sure I get it all the way to the scalp. And then here we go. Bismillah, I'm going to cut my hair. I'm going to do this once and then I'll show you the end result. Yeah. So I got my hair. So I need scalp hair, but my hair is long. So I'm going to take 1 inch of the scalp hair and I'm going to cut it and I'm going to put it on my little scale right there. And then you can see my scale there. And then I have to keep doing that until the scale tips by itself, right? So I put enough hair in there until the thing tips. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to bore you with cutting all the strands. And then as soon as it tips over, I'm going to come back. Hi, I'm back. So I've gotten all my, sorry for the bigger mess that it already is. There it is. So it's in my X circle right there. And it's been tipped over. You see, it's leaning on this side. You see this side is a little bit higher. I could put my finger in there. I can't put my finger in there. So it's leaning over. And then I am going to put it in the envelope. I can't really let go of my camera once again. Can I? Yes, I can. So that's it. I put it in this envelope. Stick my hair sample in there. And then I put this inside this self-addressed envelope. So you get, when you purchase this service, you get all of this stuff in the mail. I send it to you in the mail. And this is a self-addressed envelope to the lab. And so you put this in there with this folded piece of information, and you send it off into the mail. And then in 2 to 3 weeks, I get the results, and I analyze them for you. Here you are. I analyze them for you, and I give you a targeted functional nutrition plan. For children, I recommend, for children and people with short hair, I recommend taking a hair sample the next haircut. Especially if you could get, scalp hair. I mean, you need scalp hair. So whenever you're getting a next haircut for somebody with short hair, you often are cutting scalp hair. So you can get it then. And I think that's it. Bye. Thank you.